Okay, let's be real. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode. This is episode 7 of season 3, episode 7. So, I just want to say first off, thank you guys so much for coming along on this ride. It has been a very fun and eventful season. It's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of ups and downs in terms of like me personally. I feel like there have been a lot of things happening to me this throughout this season, and I've had a lot of vulnerable moments. I've had a lot of fun moments, and in our previous episode, if you guys missed it, it has been 1 year since I have started the podcast, and I am just like, I'm so happy about that. It's a lot of progress for me. And you know, when I started this off, I really wanted to have a space for myself because, like I've said, I have never really felt like I had a place to speak openly and honestly about my own feelings and the things that I feel and my opinions about things. So, starting this up, I kind of wanted to it to be like it was a goal for myself to keep this going so that you know, I I make sure that I have a space for myself and I am providing a space for myself to know that my opinion matters, and not only that it matters, that I can have my own opinion and that is fine. So, you know, I'm really excited that I've made it this far because, I pushed myself into doing this so that I can have that space, but also I push myself every week to do it, you know, make sure that I am speaking about how I feel about something, especially if it's something very specific. And I'm just overall very, very happy that I have been able to keep this up for a year. And again, I'm always going to be so thankful for everyone who listens and now watches the podcast. Um, but I do have to say that next week's episode, the eighth episode, is going to be the last episode of the season. I like to keep it pretty uniform. I like to do about 8 episodes a season. And being that we're on episode 7, we have one more next week. And it has flown by very, very fast, if I'm being honest. And, it's just been very, very fun. And I always like when we come to the end of the season because, I just like to reflect and, um, bring up the stuff that I've gone over and think about what I have put out there. And, I just get to be really proud of myself for taking that step and still being honest with myself and honest with everyone who likes to watch and listen to my opinion. So, yeah. So everyone just stay tuned. Today's going to be a pretty interesting topic. It's been something that has been like in my head a lot, but then like also popping up all over my socials. So I'm like, hey, let me talk about this because it's been everywhere, and I want to have that open discussion with myself. um so today's episode, uh I've just been seeing a lot of stuff about not also seeing, but like, these are conversations that have been coming up in um day to day with like my friends and stuff. And we've been talking a lot about like having a crush. And ooh, y'all, having a crush is not for the weak. It is not for the weak. Like, my friends were having a conversation about it, and one of them were like, "Oh, I haven't had a crush in so long." And it's like, how do you feel about it? Like, is it good not having a crush? Is it bad not having a crush? But it's kind of just like mixed all over the place because, you know, not having a crush, you're just kind of like just going through life, but then like again, things seem lonely or like, just like some excitement. You're like waiting for that. But having a crush, like I said, it's not for the weak. Like no one likes sitting in those feelings. I personally, oh God, I hate having crushes. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's it's not fun at all. It's so stressful. And like I I have it written down here that like one of the like having a crush for me, the bad part about it is, you know, that I always feel like embarrassed having a crush because it's like, ew, why are you acting like that? Why are you doing that? That's weird. That's really weird. But the worst part, of course, for anyone, but like in my opinion, with having a crush is like I always feel utter embarrassment when my crush doesn't like me back. But I try to just like get through it because, you know, it's either somebody likes you or they don't. And I've had my fair share of they don't, and I've learned how to deal with it, but um I kind of just like go about it with like, oh, I like someone. I like someone, but I'm gonna sit here and act like I don't care about it. Like I like them. I'm just gonna be like, hey, obviously I like you, but if you don't, that's cool. And that's fine. I feel like once I started thinking like that, things got so much better better for me because oh, me liking someone used to be like, oh, I like them. If they don't like me, like kill me. Kill me now. Like it was bad. I was very I've always been dramatic. Oh my god, and the shirt that I have on, maybe I am the drama. Very true. Very true. I don't believe that I'm the drama, but it can be true. And if anybody wants to agree with that, then go ahead. I I I back you up, okay? You can say that about me. Um but yeah, I try to just like brush it off and like just ignore it. And once I started doing that, I was like, okay, I can do this. It's fine. It's fine. Just move on. Just do that. But with having the crush, the next like worst part is the flirting. Like you want to try to like put it out like, hello, obviously I like you. I'm going to flirt with you. This is hello. Hi, I like you. Do you want it or no? No, you don't? Okay, I'm going to put that back. um I it's so bad. When I was younger, like I said, I was very dramatic and I was very extra. But when I was younger, anyone that I would like or like had a crush on, I it was so bad, guys. Oh my god. I was evil. I was evil, and I can say that about myself. I can say that. I was an evil kid because anyone that I liked, I you could oh my god, it's so bad. I hate saying it out loud. Oh my god. I it would be on the verge of like bullying. Like I was evil. Evil. I have a very vivid, whoa, couldn't speak. A very vivid memory. And this is like the worst it ever was. Because after I like realized what I was doing, I was like, are you crazy? You're crazy. No one is gonna like you if you are acting like that. And I'm gonna be real, guys. I'm gonna be real. Okay. So this was when was this? Oh my god, was it fourth grade? I want to say it was fourth grade. Um, I liked someone, and this is when fourth grade is when you started doing chorus. And I had a crush on someone, and we were next to each other on the risers. Oh my god. We were next to each other on the risers, and we would like practice into the end of the day. So we would like be in our cafeteria, and then people would like get dismissed because they're like getting picked up or whatever from the cafeteria. And we would be in there, we'd be practicing, and we're just like sitting there chilling. I'm tall. For all that know me, I'm a big girl. Big girl. I'm really big. Always have been my whole life. I'm on the top row. My crush, same, right next to me, right next to me. And he he got like his name was called for dismissal, and I was so violent, violent. So our risers were like pushed up against the stage in the cafeteria, and obviously there's like little cracks or whatever. Girl, why why did I like threaten to push him through the crack of the stage so he could break his neck? Exact words. Exact words. Push him off the risers so he could fall through the crack to break his neck. What was wrong with me? What was wrong with me? After evaluating the things that I said, I was like, oh, oh, like that's oh, beyond embarrassing. Like, crawl in a hole. I hate that. Why are you acting like that? And, over time, it just like, I was like, hey, you need to calm down a little bit. And it just like, it got brought down a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. And now it's just like, my flirting, it's not even like flirting like that, really. It's just like, it's obvious. Like, I like you. I'm not gonna sit here and be like I'm gonna go about it. I personally like when you are friends with somebody first, and I'll keep that relationship. I would rather have my friend by my side than mess up something with a relationship. And so every person that I have liked, like, no, you're my friend over anything, but obviously I like you, but I'm not going to do anything about it if you don't want it to cross that line. So my flirting with like quotes around it is like, it's just obvious, but it's not obvious, I guess you could say. Like, the knowledge is out there. I like you, but I'm gonna have subtle moments of flirting with you, but other times I'm just gonna be like, okay, like, yeah, I like you, that's fine. It's whatever. And I am very happy that I have toned it down because me bullying people, that was the peak. That was the peak. And the fact that I realized that in the fourth grade, the fact that I was doing that in the fourth grade, so bad. So bad. And I am embarrassed. I am embarrassed by myself because why are you acting like that? You need help. Get some help. Insert that. Get some help. Because, no. You need some help, girl. And I eventually did get the help from myself. But yeah, like, having a crush is not for the weak, guys. I can't. I can't. If I have any advice, just make friends. Just make friends, and if that grows over time, then it grows over time and it's cool. But besides that, God, stay away. Stay away from it. Stay away. We're putting up the cross. Stay away from it. Okay? Perfect. But another thing, I have it on here. Like, I want to talk about like my gym journey. Um so it has been I literally am going to the gym after I film this. But this will be day 10 of me and Katie going to the gym. You saw Katie on the last episode. But we have been very consistent in doing our workouts and going to the gym. Even when we have our rest days, I'm at home stretching and still doing like minimal stuff because I don't want to get unmotivated to do it. And speaking of the motivation to do it and like going along with crushes and having crushes, I am so happy. Me and Katie talked about this. I am so happy that we started this journey and we want to do this for the right reasons. Because, I used to, like in school, I used to be very like, oh, I need to get skinny. Oh, I need somebody to want me and I need to get skinny for them and da da da. No, no, that is not what any of this is about. I have felt, like I've said, I have felt so like gross about myself and just like unhappy, like mentally, physically, all of it. But the way that we went into this, because we're like, I just want to fix all of that. Like, I want to feel mentally better. I want to feel physically better about myself. It makes me very, very happy because I hated trying to make myself look good for somebody else. It just didn't ever feel right and it never was consistent. But now I'm like solely doing it for me. And it makes me very, very happy and I'm proud of myself. And I think that is just a big step in the right direction. And it's a lot of progress for me, mentally wise, but also physically. It has been very challenging going to the gym and doing it. It used to be, oh, we were nervous about going to it, but like I've said before, we are just like we're holding each other accountable while doing it. And we motivate each other to do stuff, we push each other to do stuff. And I went out of my comfort zone and talked to these two guys at the gym. They were on a machine that I wanted to try. And I was like, Katie was like, "Oh, we're done, we're tapped out." And I was like, "No, let's do one more exercise. Let's go over." And I was like, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna ask these guys for help and ask them for advice." And she was like, "Okay." And I walked over and I was like, "Hey, what do you guys think about these machines? Like, are they really good?" And he full on said that he gave me pointers, gave advice about the machine, and I like asked him to like give me demonstration, like how do I do it? How what do I target the most like on my body with it? And he honestly was just very, very helpful and very nice. And I pushed myself to do it. It was very, very, very hard. But and then I pushed him and me, we pushed Katie to get on the machine, and guess what? Now it's Katie's favorite machine. She has to hit it every day. She loves it. She's crazy because that machine hurts. Like it feels like it's like a torture device. But she loves it. And I'm like, "Oh, you're welcome." But you know, I really like that it's it really is a judgment free zone. Like the gym, it's a judgment free zone. Nobody cares what you're doing. You're in your own zone. You're doing what you have to do to make yourself feel better. And if you ask someone for help, they are 100% going to help you. And I feel like me going out of my shell to ask someone for help and like trying to meet new people in the gym, it really gave me a lot of confidence in